Hi everyone, my name is Ifedayo and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I'm a Nigerian beauty blogger based in Lagos, and here on my YouTube channel I share makeup reviews, skincare reviews and some lifestyle content. So if you'd like to see more of that, please don't forget to subscribe. So in today's video I'll be doing my skincare routine, my nighttime skincare routine, as you guys can see. But I'll be answering some of the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. So I put up an Instagram question box where I asked you guys to ask me any questions that you guys wanted to ask me about makeup, skincare, my lifestyle, medicine, career, everything basically. And you guys asked some very interesting questions, so I'll be doing my skincare routine while answering those questions. So if you'd like to see more of that, please keep on watching. So I'll be starting off with cleansing, and I'm going to be double cleansing in my routine today. If you do not know, double cleansing is the act of using a balm cleanser and an oil cleanser in your first step, and then a gel cleanser or cream cleanser as your second step in cleansing to help you get out all the grime. So the first cleanse, which is the balm cleanser, the oil cleanser, what it does is that it helps remove your makeup, helps remove sunscreen, and helps remove some of the grime from your skin before you go ahead to apply your foaming cleanser, your gel cleanser, your cream cleanser, as the case may be. So for my balm cleanser, I'll be using the Farmacy Sweet Apple Clean Cleansing Balm. You guys know this is my favorite first cleanser. The whole balm cleanser, very cherry clean, green clean, sweet apple clean, all of them. I absolutely love the formulation of this cleansing balm, the Farmacy cleansing balms, and they are beautiful. And this one smells so amazing. It smells like apples, like fresh apple. Sometimes I just open it and like, it smells so good and so fresh. So the first question is from Buki Kunlere, and Buki Kunlere said, how to be a baby girl on a budget. I think that when it comes to like looking good on a budget or appearing good on a budget, a lot of it has to do with your intrinsic or your inner sense of style. Money is important, yeah, don't get me wrong, but if you have a good eye, you will look good with what you have in a way, if you get what I mean. So you have a good eye for pieces, you have a good eye for color, you have a good eye for things that go well together and have a nice sense of style, you would usually look good even though you're not spending so much. When it comes to outfits, like outfits, bags, fashion generally, outfits, bags, shoes, I think thrifting, anyone you want to call it, is a good way to go. And I think that especially now that there's not as much shame associated with it, I think people are much more open about thrifting now. I think it's a good way to buy things for lesser prices. So you can buy your tops, your shoes, your bags thrifted, and you save a lot of money doing that. Another way is to buy pieces that buy good quality pieces that will last you a while. So when you want to buy certain things, especially when it comes to shoes and bags, I'm of the opinion that it's important to buy one piece that will last you a long time, especially because you do not have the luxury of buying over and over again. Another thing is taking little steps to like indulge in your own self-care, be it your skincare routine, be it your even like indulging yourself in certain self-care habits, one of which is this skincare. I think that you don't have to spend too much, but as much as possible it's important to take time out and cater to yourself and make yourself feel good without spending too much. So if you're talking about in terms of skincare or self-care, there are a lot of Nigerian skincare brands that offer really good products that you can use, and you can give yourself like an at-home facial, feel good, buy a cheap bottle of wine, drink, and just really feel good about yourself. Also, when it comes to going out and lunch and dinner, I think generally you go to places you can afford, and go with your friends. I think that's a good way of saving money, like going out with your friends so you guys can like split the bill that you guys can have fun together and makes you feel really good. You guys can all dress up, look nice, smell good, and boost your confidence when you go out with your friends, because you're like hanging out with your own girls. Not like, it's different from when you go on a date, maybe with someone you're new to or you don't know so well. But this is hanging out with your girls, you're having a good time, you're looking good, smelling good, you're feeling confident. So all of those things together helps you, you know, feel like a baby girl and look like a baby girl while not spending so much. Those are my own personal tips. So if you guys have any other tips for being a baby girl in a budget, please let me know in the comments. I would love to apply them too. I'm going to go ahead to rinse this off my face and then go ahead to apply my second cleanse. So I'll be right back. Instead of going to the bathroom and cleansing, I'm going to use this wet towel to just take out all that dirt from my face so that I don't have to go to the bathroom like multiple times, which can be really stressful, to be honest. So yeah, this is a Real Techniques towely thingy. I'm going to go ahead to my second cleanse, and for my second cleanse I'll be using the Cosrx Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I have reviewed this gel cleanser here before. I will link that video up here so you guys can check that out. So I'll go and do that in the bathroom and come back and continue with the questions. So minutes. So I'm back from cleansing. So this is my cleansed skin, and I'm going to be double masking today. I'm going to be using 2 masks, an exfoliating mask and then a hydrating mask, to really get my skin together, because the upcoming week I can visualize the stress in that week, and that I can see how this week is going to be look stressful. So I need to help myself. I'm going to be using an exfoliating mask first, or an exfoliant peel first, and this is the Paulas Choice 25% AHA and 2% BHA exfoliant peel, very similar to the ordinary 30% AHA and 2% BHA peel. But as I've mentioned before, I prefer this one. I think this one is much more calming, and I think this one has you get lesser irritation from this as compared to the ordinary one. So I really like this one for that. Next question is from Kalima Moradeo. She says, how do you combine being a doctor with content creating? So this question was very common. So I'm going to read all the versions of this kind of question and then answer them one together in one answer. So it says, how do you combine being a doctor with content creating? There's how do you balance being a doctor, content creator, and having a personal life? Beauty says, how do you combine content creating with being a doctor? Sis Okonya says, I'm a medical student and it's a lot combining it with content creation. Any tips? So I'm going to just answer all those questions together as one question. So I think the most holistic version of this question was how do you combine being a doctor, content creator, and having a personal life? The way I do it, and I think the most feasible way to do this, I have to plan a lot. The way I find to be most helpful is planning my week at a time. For content, I film in batches. When I started creating content initially, I was creating just mostly makeup content, and I was creating, for people who have been following me from way back, I was creating SFX kind of makeup, like special effects kind of makeup. But I realized that it took a lot of time, and there was no way it was going to be feasible with the kind of work I was doing at the time if I wanted to stay healthy. So I kind of changed, metamorphosed into more colorful looks, but more wearable looks, and looks that did not take as long to achieve, because special effects makeup takes a long time. Whenever I get inspired, I go into my notes and write the ideas that I have. I can be anywhere and just get an idea for content, and I just type it into my notes. After doing that, I just have that list on my notes. Some of them are easier to achieve than others, so the ones that are easier to achieve, I say, okay, I will create content for this and this during the weekend. Usually the weekend is the best time for me to film or create content in batches, and then I know that I have to just edit them during the week. Another thing is that I try to post about 4 times to 5 times a week. I do not post every day. Another thing to do is to create multi-purpose, to create content that can serve multiple purposes. So instead of putting your skincare routine and your makeup routine in one content or one video, you can split them into a skincare routine and a makeup routine. You can even split your makeup routine even further into a beige routine and an eyeshadow routine. So that kind of helps to create your content or make little bits of your content instead of having to create content so many times in the week. Another thing I do is that when I have more time, I try to create more content. So what that means is that I have videos already that I have not used, or that I have not uploaded, or I have not edited, just waiting there, just when life gets busier, or when work gets busier, I just edit that content instead of thinking of filming again. Over the past 1 to 2 weeks, I have not been able to film as much because I've been quite busy, and emotionally I haven't been in a state of mind to create content. But one thing that has really helped is being able to go into my archives and pull out content that I have created in the past when I had more time, and editing them for you guys. Another thing that really helps, and I think especially where we are going to with social media, is lifestyle content. And when I mean lifestyle content, is content on the go. So you're going out, you will do your skincare routine. I expect if you're watching this video, you will do your skincare routine or do your makeup routine. Film in that time, in that process, as you are doing it. I'm going to put up a reel here that I posted. I actually posted today while I'm filming, before I filmed this video, and that reel was, I created that reel and filmed that content before I went out. So create content in the moment so that you do not have to sit down and create content all over again. When it comes to having a personal life, yeah, I think that's kind of taking a hit, to be honest, if I'm being totally frank, because I cannot go out as much. When you're either in the hospital, working, reading, at home creating content, there's literally very little time for a personal life. But one thing I have learned to do is categorize events or categorize things according to what I feel is important. Hanging out with my girls is important because it helps me to relieve stress and keeps me sane. There are times I will just have to say no to certain things and say, oh no, I'm not going to be available for this. That happens once in a while. And there are times I just cannot go out because I just realize that it's not feasible for me to function at an optimal level as a doctor, or even as a content creator, and come on here and film content and look jovial when I'm just tired. I've also learned to prioritize my friends and family. So if there's going to be an event in my family, know when to take time off work, know when to take permission from work, know when to say, oh, I'm not going to create content around this time, I'm not going to do this around this time because I want to say I'm going to take this time out for this, I'm going to sacrifice this for this. There are sacrifices along the way. You can't do everything. I'm just one person, and I've tried to do all of it while trying to stay healthy, while trying to, as much as possible, not to drink too much coffee, which I'm really struggling with because I need to stay alert, and because basically in a day I get like 5 hours of sleep, which is not good enough actually. I plan everything: lunch, rest time, content, medicine, work, presentations. I'm that much of a planner. If you have a diary, it really helps to write down, plan, and put everything together. The backside to it is that I don't get really carried away with things. I try not to get carried away. I like to be in control of situations and in control of myself. And with all these things I have to do, I have to just be very much in control of myself. So it takes lots of planning, a lot of control, and lots of discipline. But it's something, it's achievable. One thing I've also learned to do is that as much as I like to control situations and control my plans, I also try to give room for mistakes. So if I'm not able to follow this plan to a T and I'm lagging behind, I learn to forgive myself because I'm just not perfect. I spoke about that for quite a long time and I forgot to apply my mask. So I'm going to be applying the Paulas Choice Exfoliant Peel over my face, and I'm going to go to read the next question. So Kalima Muradeyo says, how did you start getting paid partnerships and PR? These questions you guys are asking me are really serious questions. So I think, I don't know if I should make this question tips on getting paid partnerships or PR, or how I did myself. One thing I have focused on is focusing on creating really good content. And when I mean really good content, I mean eye-catching content. The Instagram algorithm isn't helping, definitely, but I've learned to create content that people will want to watch because it is good quality content. People will argue, and I would agree that quality content is not always viral content, and viral content is not always quality content. It depends on what you consider viral or what you consider quality content. But personally, for me, I have learned to create content that I would like to look at. If I like to look at it, if I would look at it a second time, if it was not my content, that's literally what I'm trying to achieve. And I think when you do that, when you create that kind of content, brands generally will gravitate towards you. They're not just paying for the numbers, they're paying for the quality of content. So they're also paying for repostability, for clarity, for quality, for for finishing. I think I should just put it that way. It's like they're also partnering with you for finishing, for the fact that even when they repost on their own pages, people are going to look at it a second time. So I think that honestly, that is one very important thing when it comes to working with brands, especially when it comes to getting noticed by foreign brands. They just like clear, good, fine contents. That's what I have noticed. Also, another thing I have learned is that when it comes to PR, and I think that when you use their products continuously and show that you actually genuinely like the products, they are very likely to reach out to you and send you PR. Also, I think participating in giveaways is something that really helps, especially if you're not able to afford certain products. For example, if you want to buy a certain skincare serum from a certain high-end brand, it would probably cost you about 25,000 to 30,000 in naira. So the one way to go about it is, if your favorite content creator does a giveaway sharing those products, participate in the giveaway. Try to also engage on the pages of those skincare brands that you like. Of course, having numbers also helps a whole lot. I'm not even going to go into that. I don't have numbers. Some of the ways I'm able to get paid partnerships and get PR from brands. And also reach out to brands. Reach out to some of your favorite brands that you like. Send them emails. I'm not very good at doing that, but it works. Send them emails. Sometimes they create their PR lists for the year, but they will consider you for the next year's PR lists. So it's also nice to reach out to brands yourself. Let them know the products you have used from their brands that you absolutely love. Next question is, how do you stop under eye concealer from creasing? Okay, so I think the kind of concealer you use is greatly indicative of whether or not your under eye will crease. That's what I have found, and I have found that some concealers are just much more crease friendly than others. One concealer I have found that does not crease a lot is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. If you're looking for an affordable concealer, that concealer does not crease, and it's a really beautiful concealer. I use in the shade Tan, and sometimes I go ahead and apply another concealer that is much more warm toned on top of it to make my under eye look nicer. But that's a really good concealer. I think you will get minimal creasing with a really good concealer. And one concealer that I can vouch for is that Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. When it comes to more expensive concealers, I think the NARS Concealer, the popular one that everybody likes, is also a really good concealer. And I think also Laura Mercier also has a really good concealer that is really beautiful. When it comes to affordable concealers, the one concealer that I really like is that Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. The LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer is also a good one, to be honest. It's a really good concealer, and it comes second to it. But that Maybelline Age Rewind concealer is a really good concealer. So if you want to stop your under eye from creasing, other tips you can use include if you have very dry under eyes, you may want to just moisturize your under eye area a little bit with eye cream, but not eye cream that is too slippery. If your eye cream is too slippery, your concealer will move too much on top of it. Also, using good powders also really helps. I found that my under eye creases way less, or started to crease way less, after I started using the Laura Mercier translucent powder to set under my eyes. I even find that when I mix that powder with other powders, my under eye creases. Even my smile lines crease more. So the Laura Mercier powder is a beautiful powder if you don't want to crease. The Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder is another beautiful powder that you can use to set your under eyes if you do not want to crease. So if you use good products, both concealer and setting powder, your chances of creasing are way less. So this has stayed on my face for 10 minutes now. and I'm going to wash it off and go to the next step. Back from taking the Paulas Choice exfoliant peel off my face, and I'm going to do my hydrating mask next. So I'm going to be using the Dr. Jart Cryo Rubber Mask with moisturizing hyaluronic acid. This is a Cryo Rubber Mask that I received in PR about a month ago or so, and I'm just going to use it today. I've been looking for the opportunity to use it, so I'm going to use it today. I'm going to leave a list of all the products I am using in the description box so you guys can check that out. So it comes with the serum like product that you spread on your face, and then you apply the mask on top of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that while I answer the next question. And next question is, how is working out going? How do you stay motivated? I can't seem to commit to it. I feel so proud that people think that they can ask me questions about working out. It makes me feel, honestly, it really makes me feel good. When I think of where I'm coming from when it comes to working out, it was not good. It was not good. So working out is going fine. To answer your first question, working out is going fine. It's I felt so good. It was in the fridge, so you can imagine how good this feels. So working out is going fine. I'm really not at the point where I'm enjoying it, so to speak, like really enjoying it like that. I'm still at the step where I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it. It's good for me, so I'm going to do it. That is where I am. I started working out. To give a brief, I started working out because people, when I say I work out, or when people hear that I work out, people say, "Why are you working out? You're so slim already. Why are you working out? You don't need to work out." All kinds of funny things when people hear that I work out, because I'm actually quite slim. But the reason I started working out, I got to a point where I realized that my endurance was shit. I'm going to just be frank. I had really poor endurance, and I was worried about my cardiovascular health. There's a history of cardiovascular disease in my family, both hypertension and diabetes. So I got to the point where I got a little concerned for my health as I get older, and I mean when I'm like 40. And one thing that I realized is that it is very difficult to pick those habits up when you're much older. So I'm like, I'm going to start doing this now that I'm younger, so that I just maintain it as a lifestyle habit moving forward. And honestly, that's why I started working out. The second reason I started working out, because I started to notice that my abdominal region started to look some kind of way. I just did not like the way it looked, to be honest. It was also because I have really bad eating habits. I eat really late at night. Sometimes I eat at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So, and that was just not good for me. I also drink a lot of coffee. I generally have stressful things. My life is generally stressful, so to speak, and I looked at the combination of all those factors, and I felt like I did not have a healthy lifestyle. So on a funnier note, you know when you komole, when you're dancing and you go down, I couldn't even go down. That was how terrible my endurance was. I couldn't go down. By the time I was about 75 centimeters from the ground, my feet, my legs, my thighs especially, and my lower legs would start to vibrate like a tuning fork. How do I stay committed to it, and how do I stay motivated? These are the reasons I'm able to stay motivated and stay committed to it, because I kind of look at all of the things I can gain from working out, and all of the things that, so this is the mask, and honestly I'm seeing results. My body is firmer, toner. I have a lot more endurance. Even at work, when I do like walk around and do ward rounds, I don't feel as tired as I used to. Like climbing stairs. Sorry, this is going to get darker because something is covering my face and my AF is just going to go crazy. But climbing stairs and doing all of that good stuff during work, I won't feel like I'm able to tolerate all those things a lot better than I used to. So yeah, that's my motivation really. Seeing the results really is my motivation. Seeing that I'm getting firmer, my cardiovascular endurance is improving, just makes everything worth it. Even though working out is not fun right now, but I'm really trying, and I hope that I get to the point where I start to enjoy it, because I really need to get to that point really soon because it's so painful sometimes. But yeah, and also another thing is that, yeah, one tip I have is that I have this app, the Nike Training Club NTC app on my phone. It's a Nike Training Club app, and I created a plan with it. So I first created a 1-month plan with it. So it asks you the number of times you can work out in a month, and the frequent, or in a week, sorry, and the frequency of your workouts, of how you, depending on your lifestyle, and also whether you use equipment or not, or what you want to achieve with your workout sessions. So I put all of that in, and it creates a 4-week or 6-week workout plan based on that. So I just follow that, honestly. So I know that. So according to the plans show I'm supposed to work out maybe Monday to Thursday and Friday, or Monday and Thursday. I know I'm not going to work out every day. Like, I usually don't work out much when I'm going to work, so I just shift those workouts to Saturday and Sundays, and maybe try to squeeze in one during the week before work. But that really helps as well, having a schedule and having the app that just reminds me that, oh babe, you need to work out, and I'm just able to just follow those routines and look at what I am doing. It makes it really easy for someone like me who is not like a pro. Some of the workouts are benchmark workouts, so just help me show how my improvement has been compared to when I did the workout the previous one. I'm honestly, I'm improving. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys know I'm improving. I really am improving. I'm not as constipated as I used to be. I'm lighter on my feet. I'm able to walk longer distances without panting. I just realized that this stuff works, and since it works, I'm going to keep on doing it. So yeah, I'm going to take off the mask now so I can go ahead. I think this video is going on for way too long. So what products do you recommend for a beginner new to skincare routines? Stick to the basic steps. Cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect. Do that in the morning, then do cleanse, hydrate, moisturize at night. Especially if you have non-problematic skin. If you have skincare, if you have skincare problems that you want to address, you can add a treat step based on whatever it is. Honestly, you are good too. Someone says, what can I use to get rid of dark spots on my legs and arms, mainly spots from mosquito bites? I'm going to go ahead to use this serum from a Nigerian brand called Andara Luxury. Their Dewy Plug Serum. It's a snail mucin, and it contains snail mucin and hyaluronic acid, and it is very similar to the Cosrx snail mucin essence if you're on a budget, and I think this costs about 3,000 something. It's a really good serum. Love it so much. And yeah, I think at the time I'm filming this video, I'm not sure if it's back in stock, but please do check. By the time this video is up, it might be back in stock, but I know it was sold out some days ago. So yeah, I think that one way to go about this is to exfoliate. Good exfoliants that you can use include the Andara Luxury Boost, I think it's called Boost Body Scrub. Also, Orekebydami has a good scrub as well that helps with exfoliation. And the reason I like the Andara Luxury Body Scrub is because it also contains lactic acid, which helps to give some chemical exfoliant benefits as well. When it comes to body lotions, go for body lotions that contain some amount of chemical exfoliants. So body lotions that I've used that are really good, I'll leave all of their names in the description box below, include the Hilery Beauty Body Lotion. It's here. The Hilery Beauty Bio Rejuva Body Lotion contains glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid. Tiam Anti-Blemish Body Lotion is also a good one as well. Also, another thing that is really important to do is to use sunscreen. Apply sunscreen on all the sun exposed areas of your skin. So that's my advice, and those are the products that I'll recommend for body hyperpigmentation. Someone said, what retinol would you recommend? The retinoid I have used at the most effective in retinoid, but it's prescription, so I'll step back a little bit from that because it's prescription. Another one I have used that is really good is the one from The Ordinary. It's The Ordinary Granactive Retinoid. I think it's 1%, I think. I'm going to leave the full name in the description box below so you can check that out. But The Ordinary one was also really good for resurfacing, plumping my skin, and really giving anti-aging benefits as well, and also helped with breakouts and all of that good stuff. And that's a kind of a milder. I'm going to go ahead to use my moisturizer because this video is going on for so long, and I'm going to be using the Dr. Jart Cicapair Calming Gel Cream. I really like this gel cream for moisturizing my skin, for skin barrier repair. It contains tiger grass or Centella asiatica. Since I've applied high strengths of chemical exfoliant, all I'm doing is just hydrating my skin so that it is less irritated from all of that exfoliation. The next question is, what are your holy grail skincare products? I have a video on this actually on my Instagram, like products that actually changed my skin and products that I really like. I'm going to leave the video here, but I'm just going to mention some of them that I have used and I love. For my morning routine, I absolutely love the Orekebydami Face Repair Serum. I find that my skin is protected, and it also helps with hyperpigmentation. Other serums I really like for my daytime routine include the Naturium Tranexamic Acid Serum. I use that either in the daytime or at night, and also the Paulas Discoloration Repair Serum. I love that serum for daytime use. So I really love those ones because they really help with hyperpigmentation, and they also have products that have antioxidant benefits as well. So that's about that. For treating acne, because I've done videos on talking about acne masking and all of that good stuff, the Paulas Choice 2% BHA solution is absolutely amazing. When it comes to barrier repair, I really like this Dr. Jart Cicapair Calming Gel Cream for really calming my skin and for barrier repair when I have either used high strength chemical exfoliants or when my skin is just really sensitive and going through it. So there's one more question. Someone says, you seem to have a background in medicine and the sciences. What made you go into beauty? My last step for this skincare routine is the Cerave healing ointments. I'm going to just apply that all over my face and also on my lips before we wrap up this video. So what made me go into content creation? I think at the time I started creating content, it was something that made me happy. I'm just going to be frank, it made me really happy. Like, I never thought of myself as a creative person, but seeing like the things I created come to life, the things I thought about and things I imagined come to life, and putting all of it together really just made me happy. I also really enjoyed giving my opinion on products, which is how I actually started. I started off blogging, with traditional blogging. I had the WordPress website, and I liked giving my opinion on products, and I realized I really helped people. Actually, people would leave comments and say, oh yeah, thank you very much for this, thank you very much for this, thank you very much for that. They found this helpful and they found this helpful. So it was something I went into as, this thing seems like a cool thing. I try out makeup products. I actually did in my own life enjoy using makeup and using skincare, and I was exploring all of it. So it was literally me documenting all the things I was using, my reviews of what I was using as I was going along. So, and I thought, let me share this stuff with people, and people liked it, so I kept on doing it. And I was like, this is actually a thing, and people were doing it so well, and I was like, I'm just going to continue. I've been creating content for 5 years now. And sometimes I think about it and I'm like, should I still be doing this? Am I getting what I should from it? But I still do enjoy it a lot, and it has been an outlet for me during some very difficult times, and has been a reminder that I am still me on some very rough days. So sometimes I just do something even when I feel like everything around me is spinning around so fast. So yeah, sometimes I do it because you guys like it, sometimes I do it because I like it, and sometimes I do it because once in a while it brings money. But it has become such a part of my life that when I don't do it, I feel somehow. It's been a journey actually, and I really hope that it pays off as much as I think it should, or as much as I want it to pay off someday. So yeah, so I'm going to end this with using the Cerave healing ointment on my lips, so that you guys know that you can do that as well. Yeah, so this is how my skin is looking. My skin is looking hydrated, plump, and I'm happy about it. My camera battery is about to die, so I need to do an outro now. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll leave the list of all the products I use in the description box below. I'm also going to leave a list of all the products that I mentioned in the description box below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope this video was not too long for you, and I'll try to keep timestamps below so you can find it easier to watch. Thank you so much for watching once again. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.